Bishop Barron told Ben Shapiro that Christ is the privileged way, but sincerity alone can still get you to heaven. This is a dangerous lie.
As a Jew, how does it feel that there are other religions that don't think you're getting into heaven? So let me ask you, what's the Catholic view on who gets into heaven and who doesn't? I feel like I lead a pretty good life, a very religiously based life in which I try to keep not just the 10 commandments, but a solid 603 other commandments as well. And I spend an awful lot of my time promulgating what I would consider to be Judeo-Christian virtues, particularly in Western societies. So what's the Catholic view of me? Am I basically screwed here?
No. The Catholic view, go back to the Second Vatican Council, says it very clearly. I mean, Christ is the privileged route to salvation. And God so loved the world, he gave his only son that we might find eternal life. So that's the privileged route. However, Vatican II clearly teaches that someone outside the explicit Christian faith can be saved. Now, they're saved through the grace of Christ, indirectly received. So, I mean, the grace is coming from Christ, but it might be received according to your conscience. So if you're following your conscience sincerely, or in your case, you're following the commandments of the law sincerely, yeah, you can be saved.
So, according to Robert Barron, you can, as long as you're sincerely following your conscience, then you can worship some other God and still be saved. Really? Really? Well, so as long as you're a sincere follower of Buddha, you can be saved. Is that what Acts chapter 4, verse 12 says? John 14, verse 6 says? No, nothing of the sort. Well, as long as you follow your conscience. Well, Bishop Barron, it seems like the Muslims who flew airplanes into the World Trade Towers, they were following their conscience. I mean, they clearly believed in their belief system. They clearly believed in Muhammad. They clearly believed that 72 virgins awaited them upon impact with the World Trade Towers. You think they're in heaven? They were sincere. So, hey, they were following their conscience. You think all the Muslims in Nigeria that have been slaughtering Christians by the thousands, by the tens of thousands, they're sincere. They're following their conscience. So are they going to heaven? What an embarrassment. What an embarrassment.